Module 3 of your library orientation will discuss information ethics. This involves both copying and knowing how to acknowledge others' work and understand the basics of citation. We want to stress there's nothing wrong with using previous research. Just make sure to give proper credit. First, let's focus on plagiarism. The practice of copying has always been a problem in higher education. Today, it has become increasingly easy to lift content from others. Then again, it has also become easier to detect when someone misappropriates material. Copying, lifting, and misappropriation all go by one name at UHD: plagiarism. To understand plagiarism, keep in mind that plagiarists steal information from authors by using it without giving credit. For example, Clara is an education major. She loves writing on inner city students and learning disparities. She worked really hard on a paper in the fall. When a similar topic came up in her spring semester, she decided to stick with the same subject. Without researching her paper further and adding new ideas, she just changed the cover and turned in the same paper. Clara's professor called her in for a discussion. He was disappointed that she didn't contribute any new thought from his class to her current knowledge base. College is about growth. Using your own work for multiple cases is still considered plagiarism. One also commits plagiarism by paraphrasing, summarizing, or quoting without proper attribution. Changing one or two words of the author's work and passing it off the rest as your own is a form of academic dishonesty. When writing a paper, original thought is key. It is important to use your own voice. There are also consequences for plagiarists. The UHD Student Handbook defines plagiarism loosely. This means you should steer clear of anything resembling plagiarism. The penalties laid out are also vague. This means that a faculty member can choose to fail you for that assignment or the entire course. Multiple infractions can lead to more serious actions. The easiest way to avoid these headaches is to simply reference your sources. When you give credit to information you've gotten from somewhere else, this is called citation. A citation shows readers where to find the original source of an idea. While you may have noticed different ways for citations to appear, there are some basics. If available, you should always include author, title, date, and publisher. More specific rules involve picking a citation style. Citation styles are responsible for the visual, ordering, and syntax differences between citations. Each style is created by separate organizations and supports separate subjects. For the purposes of this video, we'll cover the three major citation styles you will come across as an undergraduate: APA, Chicago, and MLA. Here's how you would cite a book using all three of the previous styles. Notice how each style includes similar information. The difference is in how they organize it. This is how you would cite a scholarly article. Again, similar but different in their own ways. You should note that articles have some extra information included, like journal name and volume number. Lastly, here's how you would cite a website in all three styles. Websites can be difficult to cite because their information can be irregular. A website may not have a listed title or author, for example. Some elements like the URL are required. Bear in mind, this is just an introduction. Each style has a handbook that details all of its extensive rules. The library can assist you in tracking one down. Also, remember to ask your professor what style they prefer so there's no confusion. Now let's take a look at how you can use the library tools to help you cite. Several library databases have built-in citation generators. This can fast-track your work, but you should always double-check these citations. Generators don't guarantee their work to be free from errors. Therefore, knowing the distinct rules of your style is still important. So when inside a database, look for a button that says something like Cite or Cite this item, View citation. Next, make sure to find the exact style you want. Take a breath at this step and double check the accuracy. Then you're free to copy and paste this citation in a special place. A good way of organizing yourself is by keeping a running or working bibliography. A bibliography is a complete list of citations at the end of papers. Our advice is to create a bibliography at the beginning of your project. This will help you keep track of all of your citations. Once you finish writing, go back and delete the sources you didn't use. You will find this way easier than trying to track down a missing citation. In conclusion, we hope you've learned that plagiarism is a serious matter, but that it's also simple to avoid. This includes studying your citation style, keeping track of your citation, and including them all when you submit your paper. If you still have questions, feel free to ask a librarian.